the way they do it is that they put a lot more eggs into their bot lane, and they kind of just leave their top laner on an island. So I think for this game we're going to be looking at the bot lane for Cats.
Oh, wait. Not again. Oh god, I can't believe we had the audio muted again for like the past 4 minutes. This is
You didn't miss much. It was Cam Select. Don't
this
worry.
elementary production right here. Please bear with us, folks.
Carlos Whisper with the Zillion. It's like 200,000 mastery points on that.
Oh wow, that's actually going to be a comfort pick, but they're going to counter it with another comfort pick here from uh, Anivia from last game, and everyone knows how insane
I know how
PS
that
Anivia
works.
was from last time. But
Oh,
oh,
no.
he's actually going for Thresh here.
See? Wait for the lock.
We're actually going to see a Thresh here, and we saw that Anivia hover from Pile, but I guess he will be the one piloting this Thresh right now, and I think they have a pretty solid early game composition here right now on CADS.
Seeing a Vayne, I wonder if she's going to be their bot laner, if they're going to put her in a solo lane. Vayne
Yeah,
wins. I think Vayne wins the Gnar matchup if they put her top.
yeah, that's an unlikely flex pick there, but we'll see what Box decides to do here with the rest of their two picks in the second stage of the drafting phase. So Cads here goes ahead and bans Ari, so they're really focusing on the mid lane pool right now.
And Box also bans She's Echo, which we've seen in their first game.
We'll see if they'll go for the another Anivia ban here. Maybe they'll
Very
flex
often
it
the
out.
Thresh, right?
Right now, we're looking for an AD carry, a bot laner, and a mid laner for CADS.
Yeah, no bans thrown out here by Box, even though they already picked the Vayne, so that might be a hint that they're actually flexing at top side. Yeah, see the Anivia ban
They
here just to respect ban Cads right there.
didn't ban a single AD carry from the side of Fox.
That is true. So let's see what. Okay, so they're actually reserving their last pick for the AD carry. Very interesting here on the side of Cads with the Zoe pick in the mid lane. That actually.
Unless they go crazy and it's actually a bot lane Zoe. Like before they went
According
Aurelion
to
Stall and
Falco.
Anivia bot lane,
Oh,
so we'll never know.
actually, wait up. There's the alcove in the bot lane now, so does that mean
Oh,
the Zoe bot lane is actually viable?
Thresh Zoe bot lane. I'm not so sure about that combination.
Well,
It's a
there's a
good
lot
chain
of
CC
CC
in
for
case.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, the Sakali, we're still not sure if he's going top or mid, but the Poppy there kind of secures the top lane. But I mean, they could still swap roles, but I'm pretty sure Box is kind of already locked in here with support Zillion, bot Vayne, then you have mid Akali and top Poppy.
We're just going to wait for Kaz's last pick here, and it might just be the Kaisa for Funky. Oh, and it's the Tristana for Funky, and it's most likely because he had a phenomenal performance in this Tristana on their first game before.
Yo, and it really looks like he's not going heal just yet. He still has Ignite, so is he going mid lane here?
Nobody on their team is heal
We'll just
yet.
have to
So
wait. It's actually possible, especially that it's against Akali.
Alright, they finally swapped their runes, they swapped their champions. So we see Nar actually went teleport as as a top laner. So Box actually has the TP advantage with two teleports, but uh, Zoe is going to contain Akali in the mid lane, so that'll contain her teleport ability in the early to mid game.
And I just want to talk about the team compositions for both teams here. It feels like Box's team composition is focused on trying to dive whatever backline Cads has right now with that Poppy and the Zillion ultimate with it. paired with an Akali ultimate or with that Lee Sin Dragon's Rage to try and get that Tristana or Zoe towards their team composition. But with what we can see from CADS here, it seems like it's a really good pick comp, and we'll just have to see if they could actually pull it off in the game.
Yeah, and CAD's lineup here, although they do have a lot of pick potential, Box still has Zillion to negate the important pick on the Vayne.
I think if the Thresh and the Zoe can both get picks from out of vision, I think they can really get team fights in after lowering the numbers from Box. But yeah, Box seems like they're gonna have a much easier time just diving those turrets.
Yeah, so we'll see whether this Lee Sin here can actually impact the early game well enough for Box. Because if you look at their team comp, they actually have no priority in any of their lanes here with Vayne bot lane and Akali mid and then Poppy top is a range disadvantage in every lane matchup.
I think back to their game versus was it Comsat? They actually lost pretty heavily in the early and mid game, but come the late game, they really pulled that game back. So maybe they're looking to scale again for this one.
All right, but this time they don't have was it a Jarvan to secure their mid to late game? So with Lee Sin, um, I've seen LG Imperius Lee Sin in norms, and let's just hope it's better than the last time I saw it.
So that doesn't bode well for Bonks, does it?
But we'll see if he's been improving in solo queue or flex.
Finding out the experience on that Lisa.
Yeah, I think let's take a moment to talk about what you think the preseason changes are gonna do uh, for these teams right here. So let's talk about the Dragons. So how do you think the Dragon Souls are gonna change how these teams play around the game?
Well, personally, I've only actually played 2 games so far, and both of them had Cloud Drakes, and so unfortunately, the Rift wasn't all that exciting. But oh, in the second game, the first game enemy team snowballed really hard, got all 4 dragons, and then got Elder, and the game carried on to maybe 30 minutes, and with that Elder buff, it was disgusting. The execute at
Execute.
20
Yeah.
percent is not fun.
It's
I've
basically
personally
no
only.
counterplay.
Hey, yo, your Chrome showing.
What?
Your Chrome showed for a second on stream.
Well, how did it? What? How?
I don't know what your stream settings.
Man, it's just set to my league client right now. But anyway, we're almost in game here, so we're just gonna fix a few settings and we'll be there in no time.
I'm actually in a spectator right now, but it's not yet loaded.
There we go. So here we are.
I had a friend who was playing earlier today, and the enemy team got all 4 shards, but they were the ones able to secure Elder Drake, and that extended the game for like 10, 15 more minutes than it needed to. And so, in terms of speeding up the game, if the team without the shards do get the dragon, this could be a lot longer than it should be.
Yeah, Elder Drake within itself, I think they changed it so that it's just inherently stronger by itself. Like it doesn't scale with the number of dragons you have.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
And we can see here a standard wall coming in from box, and I don't know if Cads will actually try to go for a late invade here.
Yeah, I
Seems
mean,
like the battle
no
lines.
one's actually walking up pretty far here from box, and they're not actually going to see here if wait, let's look what blue side sees. Oh, they don't see the invade coming.
And I think Lucifer and Carlos Whisper is in a very rough spot in case they don't since they don't spot this out.
Let's see what happens here. Oh, they choose to just back out.
I don't even think they spot that Lee Sin, but they're going to spot Pila here. on the side of box.
If Cads was a bit more patient there, maybe they could have done something.
I
But at
still
least
feel
they
like
have.
that brush is out of place near that
Which
blue
one?
side.
This one? I
One on
thought
red side near blue.
I thought this only spawned during ocean.
No, they just become flowery during ocean, but we can
I
see
see.
both junglers
Even
just
more
starting bot
than
side here.
There's also one here. That's the new changes to the Rift, my dudes. Standard. Actually, the changes here to Gromp actually allow junglers to get level 3 off of Gromp now. So we'll see what kind of new pathing so that the new camp XP will allow these junglers to do.
Oh, Jules, can you fix the roles for the spectator?
Alright, alright.
We can see just standard trades here in the top lane. We're going to see Gnar with that range advantage early on in the game.
Yeah, the alcove actually looks pretty weird now. It's like there's just this new space
The
in
rift looks
between
so
these
much bigger.
lanes. Yeah. Now there's so much room to cover.
even if the alcos are there, honestly, if you're still very used to the original setup, they're basically not present. I
Oh,
don't quite know how they're going to be.
Oh, and Eclair tries to go for a trade against No Offense, but his Aftershock procs. And No Offense actually procs the third hyper stack there.
yeah, and you can see the clearing speed efficiency of Olaf is just giving him two camps, a camp advantage over his opponent. Oh
And
my
Eclair
god.
goes in here, gets a first blood against No Offense.
Eclair here has been popping off for his team box here in the past 2 games. Like on his Vladimir, and he just pressured the enemy top laner so much.
There's not much action going on here.
Yeah, I can see just the lanes just clearing as they should. Yeah, and Olaf just getting like a small tempo advantage just because of his clear speed here, and neither team is looking to push their advantage early on. Looks like both teams are just chill with having this relaxed early game.
That hook from Pile misses. And I'd just like to note that I think the wave is pushing toward No Offense, and he didn't choose to use the teleport. And right now, Cads has that teleport advantage in case. And Imperia takes that Scuttle Crab away from Bebo, but Bebo chooses to fight this Lee Sin.
Oh, but there's actually 4 people going on the Olaf right now. But a flash away guarantees his safety.
And as you can see, a huge wave going on here for Eclair. He tries to dive this this Gnar right now.
Yeah, basically this Poppy is punishing this Gnar pretty heavily. Like he's so pushed up in his tower right now. But the Gnar does have grasp, so we'll see if that helps him out later on in the mid game. Oh,
It seems Pop used first teleport back to lane, so Gnar has not backed with his teleport yet.
yeah, that's a pretty missed opportunity there for Olaf because their entire bot side is actually warded thanks to the priority that they've had since earlier. They're just gonna walk away from that scot-free. And so the first dragon that spawned here for the 2 teams is actually Cloud. So if you guys didn't know yet, new Summoner's Rift actually it it's built that the first three dragons that spawn are actually unique. So we won't be seeing Ocean Drake for the next three dragons now.
So for sure it won't be an ocean spawning after this, and Glucifer actually dodges that hook from Pile. I think no one actually spots this ocean drake right now, and Babo just gets it for free.
That's
And that's
so
an
good
Earth Drake.
for
Yeah.
6 minutes. Oh, he
Earth Drake
landed the
spawning,
stun.
and no offense goes for this. He lands a stun.
Oh, I think they just didn't layer the crowd
Oh!
control there properly.
And another hook misses from Pile.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to land a hook against a Zillion with so much move speed. Then you have Vayne with Q too.
I don't think we'll
Oh.
see any Akko shenanigans, but in mid lane, Shiza has to use his own flash, and a Drowsy lands to that Akali, and that Q chunks his HP. I think Shiza will actually try to stay here in lane to catch this wave, but he has no mana right now. Big
Oh,
G
they finally landed the hook. Yeah, that's the flash burn there for the Vayne, and that's such a key cooldown here for the box bot lane. Because without the flash, Thresh can just flash in and E, and where we actually see a situation here in the
I think Eclair flashes for Bebo right now, and that's a kill, 2 kills for the Poppy.
yeah, this Poppy Eclair has actually been the MVP so far this game. Just putting up so much pressure for his team by shoving the lane so hard. Now he's baiting a gank for top lane. Let's see if he gets baited by the gank.
I don't think No Offense actually transformed theirs, but doesn't choose to go in. Another hook misses from Pile with that tumble from Glucifer.
Yeah, and it looks like after that kill, the Olaf's just way behind now, 10 farm and without his red buff, so that's gonna hurt his clearing speed by a bit there. And even after leaving lane a long time ago, look at Eclair's farm. It's still even to the Nars farm, who's been there for like 2 minutes.
But then No Offense right now, just trying to push the wave right now. That's a huge wave crashing into Eclair's tower, and when he gets all of that, he has that CS advantage.
Oh, he's going aggressive here.
Aftershock proc for LG Eclair. That steadfast presence comes out with LG Imperia here in the top lane. No Offense tries to transform into Mega Gnar, stuns LG Imperia, and No Offense might just be dead here.
Oh.
He's in the wrong side of the map, and he tries to kill Imperia, but Imperia takes him down at the very end.
Yeah, that's pretty bad for No Offense there. Just losing so much pressure top lane and getting ganked right after. And now without priority, this Olaf's trying to do something for his team here. I guess he's just going to catch the top lane farm.
And with Olaf actually really behind right now by at least like 10 CS earlier. We're just going to see if this Olaf can recover, especially that he really can't try to get that early game lead right now with how much tempo Box has right now. And she's gets Big G asleep. There pops that ignite from the W. Claire goes in here against Bebo. That Ragnarok comes down, and Bebo goes for the flash, and
oh, the
flash
outplay
over.
there.
Imperia kills Bebo there.
Yeah, that was a sweet outplay from Imperius Lee Sin. But look, we have a Claire ganking the mid lane yet again, but Peel is there to save Shiza from that timely gank.
It's pretty awkward right now that there's actually a double 2-0 here on Box's side. The kills going towards that Poppy compared to that Gnar, who's actually supposed to have the advantage.
Imperia with the flash, with the failed insect there. That's gonna stop them from taking the kill up top side, but what an unfortunate misplay there by LG Imperia. Although they still have the lead, but missed opportunity, missed opportunity. So we have Mountain Drake actually spawning in 15 seconds. So let's see if Cads can recover and take that buff for them.
Bebo actually got that Ocean Drake for free. I wonder if Bebo will go for the lane gank here. So you can see Cad's bottom lane trying to clear the vision here in the bot side, and Bebo with that sweepers and that flash play from Pile. What was happening there?
Oh, he lands the hook, and that's it. He's just dead.
Carlos Whisper doesn't even use the ultimate there, and a TP coming in from, from
Oh.
Big G, and Eclair does a double TP for Box. That steadfast presence blocking that dash, and a kill onto Bebo, a hook onto Big G, and no offense, teleports, hits two people with a stun.
No
and
offense, they're very indecisive with this play.
Eclair goes
Oh,
back
the
in,
three-man?
But damn,
Oh,
let's see
they're
if
really
we
going
can
in for the kills here.
Kyria. That rocket jump from Fawonki. He's trying to kill Eclair here, but it's a pretty
He's so
beefy
tanky.
Poppy. The steadfast presence. I think Eclair will just be safe right there.
Oh, yeah, that was some unfortunate gameplay right there. If the Gnar was just decisive about going in, he could have actually done a very nice three-man ulti right away, but he backed up, then flashed to go in once again. Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
Lucifer almost goes down there, and that's a very, very late ultimate for Carlos Whisper. That's pretty much a wasted ultimate, and there's one plating at least going to Cads right over there. And Bebo is just starting this Earth Drake right now.
Yeah, Bebo here with the selfless play, just going for the early dragons for his team. Oh, is this gonna be a smite steal?
Oh,
Very close.
and that's, I think we're getting an Infernal Rift here.
Oh wow, that's actually kind of bad for the Poppy and the Gnar.
As you can see, all the terrain has just melted onto the rift, especially on those buffs.
Let's go ahead and take a look. Look at that. Beautiful terrain structuring right here. Riot
As you can see,
interior design.
good job. Interior design on Summoner's Rift, but here we see Shiza moving to the top side of the map. I don't think Eclair spots this. No offense, goes for that W right now. Shiza with that drowsy on towards the Poppy, cancels the Poppy ultimate, and I think they just get this kill right over here.
The shutdown gold over to the Gnar. Oh, was that a kill? Oh, he auto attacked the wrong thing.
Oh!
But we still have Bebo here pressing Ragnarok. Oh.
And the flash going down.
Oh, that's
Carlos
so
Whisper, that
sad.
outplay.
This would have never happened if it weren't for those alcoves. So I guess that's a new terrain to play around for summoners.
I've never
on
heard
the
of an
Rift.
alcove before, dude.
Me
This is the
too.
first time I've heard of that word, actually.
I think I've heard of it before, but I
I
mean,
think because of its churches. Like in churches, like there's an alcove
Yeah,
for the
that makes
statues or
sense.
something.
Those are
Right.
ocean caves, if I'm not mistaken. Those are like ocean caves, whatever, something like that.
I see.
What
that.
about Ocean?
That's usually where alcoves are. If you notice, actually, the pot and the Gnar is going a bit of a tanky build instead of going straight for the Black Cleaver.
It's actually very
Like, first item
interesting. But
Sunfire.
yeah, he does know he's behind right now, so he probably opted for that Sunfire Cape.
Yeah, just to match the Poppy here.
He's effectively just turning himself into a stun bot if he can't do that much damage.
That's true. That's true. Just a team fight menace here for Cads. Okay, I actually
Enough.
searched it up, guys. An alcove is basically just a small recessed section of a room or an arced opening. There you go. It's it's
The more
a
you
thing
know.
in architecture, dude.
Wow, we're learning.
The more wow, we're learning outside the classroom in esports. Wow.
Wow. Thanks, Riot Games.
For expanding vocabulary.
Yeah, dude. I don't know that, but you're part of Writer Skill. You should have a bigger vocabulary than both of us combined.
Oh, as if I write.
That's true. That's true. You don't.
That's the writer's motto. I'm kidding.
Oh! And
I mean, I know.
message from Vila.
I mean, not everyone in AMP can sing and dance. Some of them just wanna, are very passionate about the music scene. Okay, we're seeing some action in the bot
Oh!
lane.
He misses another hook. You can just see the Lee Sin hovering here, and I think Big G is trying to get this turret for his team. No offense, trying to kite this Poppy, but there's pretty much no damage. It's just trying to tickle the Poppy right now.
Yeah, with
Just
the
as a heads up,
sidetrack.
my 5-second delay, so I'm kind of just following the conversation 2 steps behind.
Oh, they dodged the hook once
Limited
again.
budget.
Okay, so far the farm lead in the mid lane has actually widened just a bit because Shiza spent so much time in the bot lane there. But meanwhile, Fuwonki here actually having a 30 farm lead, and there's the hook!
Oh!
And that's basically gonna
He
be a
tries to get
kill.
Lucifer here, and that.
Very smart positioning by putting him by. Oh wait.
No, why did he stay there?
Oh, okay.
That outplay. Show
Okay,
that flash,
there.
and the rocket jump comes in from Fuwonki, and he gets that kill.
I'm so confused. These alcoves, man, they're confusing me.
But meanwhile, while all that happened, I think Imperia just ganked Shiza right there.
Oh yeah, that.
And be able to do it, though.
And they're still pushing in the mid lane actually. I think they can actually take this with Akali who has his gunblade already completed.
And that's an inner turret going to box right now.
Yeah, but the gold lead is actually still relatively even. I mean, a 900 gold lead for Box, but let's see who has the gold advantage here for Box. Okay, so there's actually a 1,500 gold difference between the Lee Sin and the Olaf, so that's pretty much where the gold difference lies for both of these teams. And looks like they're starting up the Infernal Drake while Akali's still in base. This might be bad for Box.
And a TP coming in here from the Akali, and Eclair at another double TP.
Oh
and
no.
Lucifer takes down
Tristana.
Bebo. Eclair slams that Tristana into the wall. That rocket jump, double kill going to the Vayne. Feel like killing Carlos Whisper there, and we're just going to see if they can actually salvage this fight. And a Drowsy going toward that Akali. Shiza with that Q, and Imperia dueling with this Zoe right now. And
Oh, they got it!
2 right now. And no offense, gets that shutdown gold into the Lee Sin. That ultimate from Shiza, and we'll see if Eclair actually takes down that Zoe.
I
And
don't think he
this
can take
Stars
this.
is hiding right now, and I think this is the battle of the top laners right now, with a Mega Gnar coming in from No Offense.
But he can't catch up. Wow, what a fight
Wow,
there.
that didn't even hit the Q.
Let's actually take a look at who got the kills there. So who got the Lee Sin bounty is what I'm interested in.
I think Pile actually got that Lee Sin bounty.
Oh, that's
if I'm not
actually...
mistaken.
No, I think... No offense got it, no offense.
Oh yeah, the Gnar
Oh wait,
got
no,
that.
actually Zoe got it, but it was only a 150 bounty. Lee Sin here actually going for the Umbral Glaive. Very ballsy move by the player, and I think they're just going to rush this dragon here, but they're hesitating. And if you can see, there's actually a bit more room here for the team to move, so this is the new Inferno.
This is the third Drake, if I'm not mistaken, and the past 2
Oh!
Drakes actually get... Oh, and Bebo actually...
Oh, he followed!
Oh! I don't know what's actually going on here. Big G goes in and tries to kill Fuwonki. A double kill going to Lucifer. Pile with that play and that... Oh, alright. There's just
what
more
just
people down
happened?
for Box. I don't know what actually happened.
Yeah, I think they just got piled on there by all 5 members of Box, and Kaz just wasn't all together there in that fight, and I don't know what they weren't posturing for the Baron, even though they could have. That's, I think, a misplay here by Box. And look, the Lee Sin's actually split, pushing in the bot side.
Oh, and the stun going to No Offense, a double bomb. Big G tries to proc that Hex like Gunblade onto No Offense, but he can't execute him.
Yeah, the
Eclair's
Vayne,
pushing top side right now.
the Vayne actually there did so much work just auto attacking again and again. for his team after that Infernal Drake.
I have a question. Is there any chance for Cats to get back into this game? If your Vayne is already at 7, 2, and 3, and you're they're like the jungler and the top laner from the opposite team don't seem to be that big of a factor or will be. Like, does Cads have a ability to get back into?
I think for sure here with the Tristana, like the range, she just outranges Vayne by so much. But then again, they do have the Zillion, so that basically gives Vayne 2 lives already. So I think Lee Sin late game is probably better than the Olaf too, cause just because of the kick and the shields. So we'll see if No Offense can
Meanwhile,
actually do some stuff here in their team fights.
Pile misses that
Win
hook
the game,
once
you
again.
can't win the game.
That is true. He already has completed Bork and Rage Blade, so oh, they're all going on the Olaf here.
Actually, two fights happening right now. They're trying to fight Olaf, but they try to dive that Gnar, that top side turret.
Okay. Alright. It's very interesting.
Bloodthirsty Tristana there.
Yeah, he
Oh.
flashed him for the kill there, for the secured kill on Lee Sin, and that actually stops them from getting Baron at this stage of the game.
It's actually only a 500 gold difference with both of these 80 carries, just because that Funky actually has that CS lead versus this Vayne. But like you said, there's actually 2 lives onto that Vayne. If Carlos Whisper uses his, I forgot what Zillion's R is, it's Chrono Shift onto that Vayne. So we'll just have to see if Cads can make a comeback here, especially that I think Box is prone to making mistakes, getting caught out.
Yeah, that's actually perfect for their playstyle. So the Zillion covers up for any misplays that they do earlier in the fights.
Anyone decides to go too ham.
Yeah, especially when you have a Vayne, Akali, and Lee Sin that all want to go in. For sure.
I think there's enough peel for Cads anyway. This is a full tank Gnar right now with an Adaptive Helm and Sunfire Cape.
Yeah,
So
but
we'll just have to see.
the Vayne's just gonna basically just roll over the guy later when he has Rage Blade stacks. Like his HP bar's just gonna go down so fast.
I'm not a fan of Funky staying here in the bot side, especially that the Baron is up right now.
And he doesn't
He'll
have
have to regroup
teleport.
with his team right now. Yeah.
I wonder why no one's going through the middle here, even though it's already pretty free. Well, I guess teams are just starting to play around it, so we'll see how it evolves over the next few games.
Box have both dragons right now.
No, Box has one dragon,
Yeah, one Infernal Drake for
one
Box,
Inferno.
and
They're 1-1 right now.
one Earth and one
Oh,
Ocean Drake. Cads.
oh, they might have a catch here on the Poppy.
And I think that ultimate coming out from the Poppy. Imperia getting this duel versus Bebo, and he kills that Olaf. A Drowsy comes down to Big G, but that Chrono Shift
Oh,
comes
the
out.
Vayne ults early. That's actually pretty bad. He's gonna lose that cooldown. Yeah, I think they're just gonna take the mid lane here.
And we can see a teleport coming in from Big G here into the backside. He's going to try to flank Cads right now, and we're going to see what happens here.
I
And
think
Imperio
Tristana's
with
dead.
Oh, Tristana's dead from Big G right now. It's a really big fight. No offense, trying to.
Oh, he
ults
misses it. Oh, but he gets the
Fox
shutdown.
people shut down, but that's
Oh! He's alive. He can delay it.
It's a very good
he can
bounty on
actually
you now.
he can actually kite right now.
He's dead.
Dead to that Q.
Second Infernal here for Box. Actually very unlucky RNG for Cats here, getting 2 Infernals straight.
Wait, just to make sure, this isn't a soul yet, right? This is just a second Drake,
Yeah,
so
it's
they have
just
to
a
get the
second
third
Drake.
one.
They need 4. 4
They
dragons
get
to get the
for
soul.
every dragon, I believe.
Alright.
I'm mistaken. Do they
So
not?
It will spawn by 36 minutes. If they take it immediately, they'll get Elder by then. And maybe that's actually just what uh, Cads needs to get back into this game, because with the Elder Drake, they actually have execute. So in the previous fight, they actually couldn't kill Box that fast. Just the pesky saves that this Zillion was having. So if they do have that execute, we'll see if Kaz can get back into this game later on.
We can see both teams right now just trying to fix their waves and probably waiting for that next objective. But Baron is up right now, and Tristan is still going to that bot side. Wonder why though they just don't swap. They should just swap their top lane and bot laners right now just to make sure that they have pressure on that Baron. And we can see pings coming out from box here toward that Baron. They have vision here in the top side right now.
Just to clarify, you don't get 3 straight of the same dragon, right? Like that's just RNG.
No, no,
The
you do.
first
If it's Infernal right now. If you're in
Like,
Infernal Rift, every single Drake's gonna be Infernal.
oh really? Is that how it
Yeah, that's
works?
how it works. That's how it works.
Oh, let's see if the Olaf can actually flash in here for a... Oh, they need to put some vision in. Oh, they're trying to kill Olaf. Oh, he already flashed in.
Big
Oh,
G is on a
Funky's dead
rampage,
yet
kills that
again.
Olaf, and that Tristana is dead. Oh
Wait,
wait, what?
wait,
Funky actually stole the Baron
what?
right now.
How did that happen? Wait, I actually want to see the replay, right? Let's go
Maybe
back
later.
just a bit.
Oh wait, you're actually going
Oh
back?
my god! So, okay. Okay, I see what happened.
You got hyped, you got hyped.
Yeah, I see what happened, I see what happened. The Tristana E was actually on the Lee Sin. Then it popped at 100 HP and stole the Baron. Oh my god.
That's actually pretty big.
Yeah, that's actually gonna put a bit of gold back into their hands and give them a bit of lane pressure, because if you look at Box's team comp, they actually don't have wave clear.
And Cads actually has 3 minutes to use that Baron if they want to try to make a comeback. If Zoe gets to be annoying and gets to poke out and or catch people with that sleepy trouble bubble, we're just going to have to see if Cads can make a comeback with those picks.
Yeah, they have to start playing around with the Tristana in mind, because in that fight, she was actually pretty late. Oh, let's see if they can find a catch here.
But Pila will be able to save no offense just in case.
That's so good. That Baron steal really doing work for Cads. They were able to get mid tower, and they can just continue to keep up and scale just a bit so that they can catch up in gold.
Fox has not been able to siege for the last few minutes, and I think that Baron would have been crucial for them to keep pushing this game.
That's definitely true, because they really don't have any sieging ability. Because Vayne's range is so small, then they don't have any more ranged people aside from Zillion, but Zillion's not gonna auto attack those towers. So in order for Box to win, they really need like a clean team fight. Oh, insufficient balance.
Is it true? Is it
Yep,
actually insufficient balance?
yep. All right, so we're just gonna wait. LG Imperia actually insufficient balance here, so we're gonna wait for that to load a bit. And he actually uh, complimented Funky here, who's single-handedly put his team back on the contention for the game.
I just want to talk about how both golds for the AD carries are actually pretty much dead even at this point, even if Glucifer has 9 kills and Funky's just been doing a really great job at keeping his CS numbers really high. And even the top lane that Nar, even with that Poppy early advantage, are pretty much even right now. But that Akali and Lee Sin have a pretty significant advantage over their CAD's counterparts, and they're pretty much the ones that are making the team fights really hard for Cads right now. But Cads really has the potential for a comeback here.
Yeah,
Fox
that's
has a
actually.
potential to come back.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you go first. You go first.
You- Um, they have a potential for a comeback, but it's still hard to see them winning a team fight. Is my problem. The Olaf the Olaf has kind of been a non-factor in this, and will just continue to be even less valuable as the game goes on.
Yeah, like ideally he can only like press his R, then flash in to steal an objective. That's the
Or
only.
like throw
That's it.
access.
And throw Qs to
My
slow
butt.
them down. That's it. That's all they can do.
Like, have you guys heard of Gragas bowling? Like before, when it was Tank Gragas, and they would try to get vision on that Baron, so they would a Tank Gragas would just try to throw Qs over that wall, and they actually call that Gragas bowling because it was pretty sad to watch. We're going to see a
Have you-
version of that for Olaf right now, who's actually 0-7-2
He's
with
gonna
only
throw
8k
skew.
gold.
Okay, the game's
And
restarting
pause
in a bit.
here. Game's gonna resume now.
Oh yeah, I meant resume. We don't want it to restart, of course. That would waste all these players' efforts and that juicy Baron steal.
We don't have a chrono break to have a restart here, Jules. We don't. We're not Riot.
But
Budget isn't that high
the
yet.
audience doesn't know that.
We're bootleg.
Bootleg esports
Um,
right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Sports. The Elder Rift played any role into the game so far? Or has it just kind of been there? Because I don't really see it having much of an effect so far.
The Infernal Rift, you mean? Yeah, there's really nothing. Maybe aside from Glucifer getting the red buff of Cads, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's been. Oh, that's a
Oh!
crucial hook on the Akali
That
here.
Lantern, that steadfast presence, grounding Stealer right there. No offense about to transform to Meganar here. He's gonna try to catch out Claire, but I think they decide against it. The Infernal Drake spawns right about now. And I think we're going to see a team fight here. Funky just trying to get that mid prio for his team right now.
Oh no,
Imperia
Funky.
catches Funky, and Funky needs to flash.
And he can't actually join the fight because of that.
A double kill for Big G right there. And they actually slaughter most of the CADS members. That's 3 people down. And Imperia trying to zone Funky right now. And that's a third Infernal Drake going to box.
Wait, so you can have 4 Infernals?
Yeah, for the
Need to
solo.
have
Everything.
Fourth
Wait,
Infernal
is it
to-
actually the second? That's the third, right?
That's a third. That was a third. So, box can have 4 Infernals?
You need all 4 Infernals to be able to use the
The
execute
soul.
buff.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
after the 4th, that's when the other spawns.
No, as long as you have at least 4 Drakes, you're gonna have the soul.
yeah. But I was thinking like they can get 4 Infernals. That's weird. Okay, I didn't
I believe
expect
they
that.
lowered the buff of the Drakes itself, so having 4 Infernals is not as much as having 4
Ah,
Infernals.
I see. What
Can actually.
what does Infernal actually do for you now? I'm not too sure. And I
Pretty
can't
sure it's
see
AP.
the buff.
It's adaptive force.
Still
Yeah,
it didn't
AP,
really
adaptive force.
but way less.
Yeah.
It's pretty insane how these two AD carries basically still have the same items. Even though the Avain's 10-3 and the
That's 70 gold, man.
Tristana's 3 kills.
The Infernal Drake, if you have the buff, then what it does is every 3 seconds your auto attack does a Tristana splash damage kind of dealio.
Yep.
And so if they get one Infernal Drake, they're going to be able. Then all of their champions' auto attacks will have splash damage.
That's actually going to be pretty troublesome to handle. But imagine if CADS actually had that. That would be actually pretty beneficial for their low damage team right now. But that looks pretty unlikely unless we see a throw here happening later on. And I'm not really opposed to seeing some juicy play.